Quick Crypto bringing you quick Casper news. When it rains, it pours. It has only been a couple of days now since the crescendo hard fork activation for Casper, and many significant developments have now surfaced, seemingly in response to this historic milestone for Casper. In today's video, we will be covering another major tier 1 exchange listing, a new one who's just leaked how to buy Casper on their platform, so potentially Casper will be available on their exchange very soon. We have also just witnessed one of the most significant upgrades for Ethereum since the transition from a proof of work to a proof of stake, which is coincidentally come out just a day or two after the crescendo hard fork. To me, it seems Ethereum is truly threatened by Casper and scared of being left behind in this space. All of this and so much more to get into in today's video, so do me a big favor if you enjoy the content, smash the like button down below, subscribe if you are new, and if you want to learn so much more and capitalize in this space through loads of educational content, buy and sell alerts as well, making money, come check out the Coin Factory VIP groups. We have a limited time offer where you can join for free for 7 days. If that interests you, link down below in the description. Come and check us out. Now, Casper has many significant catalysts that will play an integral role in driving up its adoption and price much higher this cycle. The easiest price pumper, of course, will be the tier 1 exchanges. And to date, the only big exchanges that have showed interest and actually listed a Casper spot trading pair is Bybit, BitGet, and Kraken Exchange. But that's not to say the other major tier 1s haven't at least showcased interest in Casper. For example, OKX is a venture of the KEF. Binance Exchange have a Casper futures listing and a Casper mining pool. A venture arm of Coinbase Exchange called Polychain Capital actually invested into DAG Lab to help initially develop and research to make Casper. They do know of Casper. The question is not a matter of if, just a matter of when they will actually issue a Casper spot trading pair. And with that being said, we now have another new major tier 1 exchange joining this ever-growing list of we are showcasing interest in Casper, but we have not listed it yet. This major tier 1 is known as Crypto.com, another one of America's most reputable exchanges. Yesterday it was revealed that Crypto.com created a page called How to Buy Casper. And to prove its authenticity, or at least to showcase when the website was actually created, you can go onto a website called Wayback Machine and paste in the Coinbase or Crypto.com URL on how to buy Casper. Wayback Machine tells you when the website was created and every time it has been edited, and it looks like the first and only entry was May 6th, yesterday. That's the first and only entry this website has had, therefore proving to all of us that this is the first time ever Crypto.com has showcased interest for Casper, which is very, very big news. Very bullish indeed. The website gives a brief introduction about Casper, a step-by-step on how to buy it on exchange with a bank transfer, with a credit card, or even with Apple or Google Pay. Also more insights into Casper, how to store crypto or Casper therefore on a cold storage or whatever, and then also how to sell Casper. So by all accounts, it looks like Crypto.com is gearing up to issue a Casper trading pair, which is very big news, but the question is just again whether it's a spot or futures trading pair, and also when they will actually announce it. Because Google Bars, so AI, suggests that Casper is already available for purchase and trading on Crypto.com, but anybody who's used the app or has traded on the exchange or checked it out knows that it's not the case just yet. Casper is not available on Crypto.com just yet. Once more though, it is only a matter of time, saying that people are now also speculating that the wallet too, this whole time, with over 725 million Casper holding, has been Crypto.com. I still bank on it being Binance personally, but let me think down in the comments below. Is it Crypto.com, is it Binance, or is it somebody else entirely? Let me know. This historic milestone though, crescendo hard fork, is starting to drive further interest in Casper evidently, with Casper being faster than Solana, ADA, Cardano therefore, and even XRP, all those three combined. As a proof of work consensus, the FOMO is coming in very quickly. You'll see tier 1s and much more coming to Casper, there's no doubt in my mind. It's inevitable, this sort of behavior from third parties, the interest in FOMO is only going to continue as the cycle shifts into the next leg of the bull run, and the second wave of institutional adoption is about to flood into the market. And it seems that Ethereum, they are very worried about being left behind, as literally a day of the crescendo hard fork, Ethereum announced the Pectra upgrade, which is the most significant upgrade to the project since it merged from proof of work to proof of stake. This big upgrade will make them more viable for institutional adoption, but guess what? it also makes them more centralized, which I think is terrible. Altcoin Daily breaks down what it is here in this clip, so take a close listen.
But the biggest upgrade for Ethereum in years is happening if you hold Ethereum. This affects you. Ethereum set for major overhaul with Pectra upgrade on May 7th. But the biggest upgrade for Ethereum in years is happening if you hold Ethereum. This affects you. Ethereum set for major overhaul with Pectra upgrade on May 7th. And in layman's terms, this is good for Ethereum. This will update scalability, efficiency, user experience. But the two specific things that will change, a centerpiece of the Pectra upgrade is EIP 7702, an important step towards account abstraction. So this is what improves user experience. This proposal enables external owned accounts, EOAs, to function more like smart contracts, unlocking features such as transaction batching, gas fee sponsorship, which allows users to pay gas in tokens other than Ethereum, and more flexible account recovery mechanisms. So account abstraction is huge for user experience, very much needed. This is something similar to what other ETH competitors like Solana, like Supra, like Sui already have something like this. So it's good Ethereum is catching up. These enhancements are expected to make Ethereum wallets far more user-friendly, reducing friction for both new and experienced users. And then the second big upgrade out of two is EIP 7251. It raises the staking limit for validators from 32 ETH to now 2,048 Ethereum. This reform is particularly beneficial for institutional participants and large-scale stakers, allowing them to operate more efficiently by reducing the number of validator nodes they need to manage. So right now, if an institutional player like BlackRock, for example, wanted to stake their Ethereum, they would need to just have many different validators, 32 ETH, 32 ETH, 32 ETH, for hundreds of validators. Now they can just have one filled with 2,048 Ethereum. So in a way, this does make Ethereum staking more centralized, yet opens up the floodgates for institutionals to buy, accumulate, and stake. This Ethereum upgrade happens on May 7th.
So, despite being the number 2 crypto project and the largest layer 1 infrastructure in this space to date, they are now playing catch up. Quite a lot of catch up as well at that. Furthermore, to me, this inherently won't fix their biggest fundamental issue, which is their lack of scalability and their centralized nature. They are becoming more centralized with this upgrade, which is terrible. This upgrade goes live today, so announced yesterday, a day after Crescendo, and going live today, which, while significant, this to me still cannot hold a candle to the Casper 10 BPS migration, the Crescendo hard fork. On Casper Layer 2s, when they come out, still got some time to wait for that still. But with Casper Layer 2s, you can use features like decentralized swaps on Casper.com, for example, and in just 3 seconds, you can do that. On Ethereum, it takes 15 times longer to do swaps on Ethereum, and it takes 3 seconds for Casper. Ridiculous. Casper is the endgame for crypto. It is so quick and decentralized, it has never been done before. But it's just a crying shame though, a real crying shame that so many are still so hell-bent on the price action. Like, why the fundamentals aren't pumping the price of Casper? It does not work like that. This is not a FOMO, this is not a meme coin degen market. FOMO is not enough to pump a project anymore. Especially one like Casper without VCs or insiders due to its fair launch nature. These announcements aren't price pumpers, they're foundation building blocks for what is to come. Once the developments actually take shape, though, through the tier 1 listings actually listing Casper, once we see stablecoins and Ethereum rollups on Casper, adoption will start flowing in, Ethereum tools will migrate to Casper, threatening Vitalik Buterin even more. Casper the endgame, and then don't even get me started on the native smart contracts that get upcode, Dagnite, the KII, the macro developments like money printing and rate cuts, the regulatory developments like stablecoin and market structure bills. This space and Casper is geared to explode in the near future. Right now, Casper is currently valued at 9.05 cents, up roughly 0.09% at the daily time frame at the time of recording this video. It is currently trading between this wedge and forming a bullish flag as well. By the time this video goes live, the FOMC meeting would have finished, and depending on Jerome Powell's announcements, we may see Casper break below the support here, and therefore probably find support back here at 8 cents. Or we'll see the opposite. Either way, in my opinion, not financial advice of course, once again, Casper is still likely to end bullish this month. How bullish, I can't say for sure, but I think it'll be ending bullish at the very, very least. We are still very early with Casper, and so much is coming out very soon. Stablecoins can technically now launch on Casper, with opcos now being live with Casplex. Layer 2 public testnet is also not far off now. We are extremely early, especially as the regulatory developments are starting to take shape and more form in America. As former Fox Business journalist Eleanor Terrett highlights here and announced yesterday, the Senate has voted 13-11 to advance the notion of Michelle Bowman to be the next Federal Reserve Vice Chairman for Supervision, which is good, but more importantly, there was a spicy joint hearing between the House and Financial Committee on the market structure legislation, which is good. They're now talking about it. Although some politicians are failing to see crypto as the future and only see it as Trump's crypto corruption, this is going to change. But you see the likes of Maxine Waters walking out of the room, which is not good. This sort of behavior is expected right now, truth be told, but it's just not needed. It may delay the regulatory frameworks in America, but it's inevitable. They will come into play. At least they're talking about it, is all I can say here. But it's inevitable that crypto will become the backbone of the financial system in the near future. And Casper, for me, while it's in its infancy, will make its mark this cycle. If you want to find out more on why and how, then come check out the VIP group once more. And again, as always, don't be emotional, be logical, and I'll see you in the next one.